Dylan Thompson, Chase Motorsports Coach and Trailer Sales in beautiful Paducah, Kentucky. Oh, glory flying down there. Loud and proud, my friends. Ladies and gentlemen, the name of this one is Hammer Time. And there's a very special meaning behind that name of this coach. Hammer Time. All right, so 2007 Renegade Classic. It's a 3600 XM model, which pretty sure when they use like the 3600, that means a 36-foot conversion. You know, you add the length of the cab because this thing's 47-foot bumper to back bumper. So 47-foot overall length. And I'm going to start out by saying I meet very few customers or previous owners in the motor coach business that I feel like are more OCD or more picky about their stuff just being as nice as it can be than me. Again, I'm going to repeat, I meet very few customers, very few people that I feel like are more OCD with just things being right, things being fixed, things looking right, replacing stuff when it's worn than myself. The previous owner of Hammer Time definitely ranked up in the top one or two, okay? Took immaculate care of this coach. He bought it in 2009, so he was the second owner. It's got 73,000 miles on it. And this thing is way, way, way ahead of its time, or was when it was built in 07. So again, he bought it in 2009 with around 15,000 miles on it. He's owned it since then, kept indoors, full body paint, and some great colors too. Like some of the colors back then were, you know, tans and maroons, and they're nice too. There's a buyer for everything. And I've also learned that in this market. There, you know, what I might think is, there's a buyer that loves it, okay? So, but these colors on this coach are like, were way, way, way ahead of their time in 2007. This received a platinum detail and polish. Bad Chad and his brother John have, they've been busy at the Chase Coach compound, very busy. And they got their hands on this coach, so all the wheels are polished, steps are polished. It's got brand new 315 series tires on the front. It's got tires on the back I think were put on in 2021, so they're 4 years old. Again, 73,000 miles, sleeps up to 7 people. It's got 3 slides, big mid-bath. The previous owner just put a new generator in it last year, so the generator's got 319 hours on it, on the Hammer Time. Walk-on roof, when this coach was built, was back when they would, Renegade would allow ladders to be on the back. They would install them. So it's got the ladder. It's got one slide that comes out the back. It's got one slide on the driver's side and one slide on the passenger side. Very cool layout. Really neat layout on the interior. Very roomy. Like you'll see when we go into the master bedroom later on in the video here, that just how roomy, you know, with that rear slide that comes out. It's got an actual king-size bed, not an RV king, like a normal king that you could go to your local furniture store or mattress store and buy, like a normal residential king, okay? See all the little magnets on the windows? It's got a full set of magnet shades. I was asking the previous owner about those, and he said back when he bought them, it was like $4,000 for all those shades. But he said if you're out in an area where it's hot and there's like, you know, a lot of radiant just sun heat, he said you put those on the windows and it drastically, you know, would change the interior temperature. So those go with it. They are included. It's got a chrome drop visor, custom grille, custom HID headlights, painted mirror covers. Hammer Time. 2007 Renegade Classic 3600 XM, 3 slides, holds 140 gallons of fuel, so twin 70-gallon tanks, which is 20 more gallons than like the newer, brand new Renegades we're getting. Those are just a single 120. So it's got twin 70s for a total of 140. All right, stick around just a moment. I'm going to go open all of the compartment doors up, and I'm pretty much going to show you how clean those are. They're just as clean as the outside of the coach. Then we'll make our way under the hood. By the way, big important thing that I haven't mentioned, it's got a 450 horsepower Mercedes under the hood, but it's got a tuner on it, and the tune is currently set around 515 horsepower. And that's not all it's got. It actually has like a stage 1, 2, and 3 that is adjustable inside the cab. And it's on, I think it's on stage 1 or 2 right now that puts it at 515. I personally drove the coach. I would have told you it had 600 horse, very responsive, 12-speed automatic transmission, no clutch pedal, drives like a dream. Very quiet, very smooth, just a very, very well-built unit. So appreciate you watching. ChaseCoach.com. I know I took probably close to 300 pictures, if not more. Everything has been serviced. It's polished, detailed inside and out. Needs nothing that we know of. It's been inspected on, the mechanical inspection as well. And trades accepted, and nationwide delivery also available. So appreciate you watching, and I'm going to get everything opened up, and I'll be right back. All right, got everything opened up. A couple things to mention. Tinted windows, got a set of chrome window chops there. I never thought I would say this about an 07, but I honestly have thought about asking Renegade to paint another one like this, like the color, the two-tone, like darker silver and lighter, it just pops. All right, first compartment up, passenger side, is basically storage. So you got, I don't know, probably 3 foot, and these bays are around, I'm gonna say 2.5 foot deep. So all carpet lined. Again, just check out how clean it is. Next one up is storage, and you also have a 2,000 watt Magnum energy inverter. Over here's another storage bay. Now this one's a little bigger than the first one we looked at. So this is big storage, and then that's the carpet cover for like the steps, if you're going down the road. And my phone kind of makes like that look almost purple. It's not, it's black carpet, okay? Now this is cool. So this has a CD player. Pretty sure it's Bluetooth. It is. I can see it on there. Bluetooth with an auxiliary or like a USB port. But if you pull this handle, you pull these 2 handles, this whole thing pops out. And if you pull this down, a TV folds down. So you can kind of see there's a TV under there. And if you go to ChaseCoach.com, actually, hey, Lauren, throw a picture up of the TV folded down there. There you go. You can see that. So outdoor TV, Samsung TV, with a Bluetooth stereo system attached to it. Big storage bay back here. So over here, after we've got, one storage bay being partially taken up by the TV, and how cool is that folds so you can still put stuff below the TV. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 really good sized storage bays over here on the passenger side. Now this back one is a Weber barbecue grill. So it's tied into the propane on the coach, which the propane is going to run your hot water heater. It's going to run your furnace for hot air. And then it also has a little quick connect with a, you can see a little safety ball valve there for the propane on the grill. 40,000 pound towing capacity. It's already got your glad hand fittings. So if you got an air ride or air brake trailer, you can hook right up to it. If you're towing a vehicle with Air Force One, supplemental braking, something like that, you can also use it for that. It's got backup camera connection for the trailer. It's got, the normal backup camera mounted up there at the top. All of that stuff works. It's got, actually what's really cool is back when this coach was built, not only did they wire it with like the 7-way, Pollock, I think that's how you pronounce it, but they also put a 7-way round Phillips, so like for an air brake trailer, and that's something they rarely have. Then you also have the 50 amp out, so if you got a trailer that you want to power up off the generator, you can plug in right there. Back here on the left rear corner is another storage bay with a powered reel. It's a 50 amp reel with a 30-foot cord on it, and then you can see the automatic transfer switch is up in there. 319 hours on the generator. Pretty sure, I know I said earlier in the video he replaced it last year. Pretty sure that's correct information. I do know it has been replaced since the coach was built. He had a problem with the other one, and this guy was that type of owner that, you know, rather than repair, he just replaced. So he just put a whole brand new generator on it. 319 hours on the clock, and we just serviced it. Polished wheels, again, Bad Chad and his brother John, straight out of Ocala, Florida, been up here hanging out with us and laying the shine down. Okay, so looks like we've got twin, looks like gray water tanks from what I'm seeing here, and one single black. I'm going to guess that's like twin 60s on the gray and maybe a 60 or a 75 on the black. I can confirm all that, okay? So a little different setup. You got extra fresh water storage, and then you got one big black tank there. So if you need to know those capacities, we get to that point in the deal, I can figure it out. I can get a copy of all that from Renegade. 50-gallon, yeah, huge propane tank on this thing. 50-gallon propane tank. Folks, this thing carries enough propane. It'll run this coach for 2 seasons. Like, you know, some people go, oh, that means I got to go get propane. Well, you can get it at Lowe's, Home Depot, Menards, your local U-Haul station. Actually, Love's truck stops even offer propane for RVs now. So it's a very clean, way to heat and make hot water. And I'm a fan of propane. I have nothing wrong with it. I've had it in motorhomes for years. Very simple to use, too. House batteries are up here. Pretty sure they were replaced in 2024. There was a little Sharpie mark on them that said March of 2024. So they're fairly new. And then underneath this is going to be, underneath, the aluminum cover there is going to be the chassis batteries. Twin 70-gallon fuel tanks, so 70 gallons over here on the driver's side, 70 gallons over on the passenger side. Look at this frame rail. Baldwin filters, I like how he used all the same brand filters. Look how clean the motor is. Like, pristine, okay? So, and this is how it got here. I mean, we did a little bit of, basic detailing on it, but this is kind of the way it came, which always tells us a lot right out of the gate, okay? Look at the air filter. We didn't replace that. I mean, he did. So, nice seeing someone take care of their stuff. Let me give you a quick view of the interior of the cab. All flex steel furniture. So from the cab seating to the, sofa and stuff in the back, flex steel, which was a huge name in the RV industry, furniture. One of my favorites, and was sad to see them kind of leave the market whenever, COVID hit. They kind of backed out because they got so busy on selling the furniture to the housing market. They said, RV furniture, we'll have to put it on the back burner for a minute. All right, now for the interior. Check out the chrome brake and gas pedal, chrome steering column cover. Check out the old steering wheel. We didn't polish that yet, so he said, man, I hope you polish the steering wheel. I didn't think anything about it, but guess what? Before this thing's picked up, we're going to do a little fluffing and buffing on the old wheel. Oh, yeah. It's got chrome bezel covers everywhere, chrome all over the switches. It's got an Alpine head unit, so upgraded stereo system. It does have the locking differentials, which the switches are behind that. Air brake for your truck, and the one for the trailers behind the little screen. Cobra, CB radio, Voyager backup camera. How about the old pleated headliner there? Kind of like a little velvet to it. All right, let's check out the other side. Electric brake controller, don't want to forget that. And then don't forget, this thing has that tuner, which is mounted right here, and it's called Diesel Solutions, okay? There. So if you have a coach with this engine, Diesel Solutions, and the previous owner attested, he said, dude, makes a huge difference. My guy that drove the coach back here, coach came out of Tennessee, by the way, so it's been a southern truck. My driver, Paul, said, oh my gosh, Dylan, big difference. compared to the normal 450 Mercedes. And you can put it on stock mode. If you don't need the power, you can just turn it on, just a basic tune that doesn't add anything to it. Little view over here, the passenger side, another air ride seat, flex steel, very, very, very nice. Black furniture is just, can't go wrong with the black, right? Little view of the command center, as we call it there. Equalizer, 4-point leveling system, all hydraulic, automatic. You can see the little display over there above the driver's seat. Okay, what am I missing? Outdoor stereo. You can see the 2 speakers up there by the porch light. It's got a nice awning. I'm going to run that out here in a minute. So chasecoach.com for all the photos on Hammer Time. All right, bear with me just a moment. We're going to close the storage base. We're going to close the hood, and we will make our way. When I come back, we will do, actually, let's go ahead and do travel mode right now. I don't have the lights and stuff on, so give me just a second. This one actually has regular switches in it. Sometimes the newer coaches is convenient because you walk in and hit one button and boom, everything comes on. This one does not. Let me get the battery powered up. There we go. All right, so light switches are right around here. Come in, turn to the right. Well, I thought that was it. Maybe I didn't turn the battery on. Let's see what we got. There we go. All right, so not all the lights are on. I'm just going to give you the very basic with just a couple lights. So you come in, not a direct mid-entry coach, but sort of in the middle. You got the slide there. You have a kitchen, 2 to 3 foot throughout the whole thing. Has the big residential style fridge. You've got easy access to the whole bathroom, which is a huge, turn these lights on, there we go. Big shower, by the way, big shower. The tile floor is gorgeous, black, 12 by 12 squares. Then you have access to the toilet. So it is a single bath, but the toilet is enclosed. They got your own little vanity, and then the shower. So plenty of room going down the road for people to sit across from each other. We get a lot of calls where people are looking for very roomy opposed seating. So you can come up here in travel mode. This is travel mode going down the road. I can sit here. Someone can sit across from me. I'm going to zoom out. And you can see what kind of room there is. There's a ton of room for someone to sit across from you, facing you, and, not be better friends at the end of the trip because your, legs are all over there. So anyways, plenty of room to take the whole family, friends, tailgate, baseball game, NASCAR event, just to name a few. All right, bear with me just a moment, and I'm going to get everything opened up and show you the interior. It looks a lot better with all the lights on too. So, all right, thank you so much for watching. By the way, while I'm thinking about it, hit that subscribe button. I don't think we've broke 30,000, but with your help, I'm almost there. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in, and I'll be right back. Little Kentucky sunset for you. It's getting dark this time of the year, early. All right, all 3 slides are out. I've even got the little window awnings. They are just the manual ones, but they work really good. All close up nice and tight. All right, so one slide over here, passenger side. This is going to be the sofa inside the slide, which has the hide-a-bed in it. Got the window awning there. Big awning for the patio. I'm going to say that guy is, 20 feet, 22 feet. It's a big one. Covers the patio area, which would cover your outdoor TV area if you got it. And we also keep the outdoor coolers in stock too. So keep that in mind if you wanted to add one of those. That is something that we do stock and would be more than glad to add for you. The second slide out comes out the back of the coach, which gives you more access to the bedroom, and it's got a wardrobe in it. Also has a slide topper, as you can see there at the top. I do have the generator running. I wanted you to kind of see how quiet these are. And I'm sure in this video, using the iPhone that I film with here, it's probably sounds louder than it is, but the Onan diesel, for the size of the generator for a 12.5, very quiet. Another window awning there. And then dual window awnings up here on the 2 windows in the 3rd slide, which is the main living area. It's going to have your dinette and the sofa, which is also a jackknife sofa. So I think I mentioned earlier in the video, it sleeps 7 people. So you've got a huge bunk above the cab for 2. You've got a sofa that has a hide-a-bed for 2. You've got a jackknife sofa that very comfortably sleeps 1 adult or, you know, kind of 2 adults snugly. I mean, it would work, but kind of small. And then you have a true king size bed back in the master for 2. So I said 7, which was just putting 1 on that jackknife bed, but you know, you could probably squeeze 2 if you needed to for a total of 8. So huge amount of sleeping capacity on Hammer Time. All right, time for the interior. If you're still watching the video, thank you. I hope you're interested in the coach. You won't find anything much nicer than this for the age and the price. ChaseCoach.com, by the way, for the price. Alrighty, let me zoom out. Whoops. There we go. All right, so mid-entry. So you can see you come in, middle of the coach. You have first slide here, sofa, all flex steel. So the 3 cushions come off. There's a hide-a-bed that folds out, and it's an air mattress. It actually includes an air pump, which is right there. So air mattress, air pump included. You have the cab. The seats do swivel. They turn around. He even upgraded the amp. Has a little Kenwood amp there. Alpine in-dash. A little view of the cab. Bear with me. It's getting dark outside on me. It's got the pleated shade like the cab divider. So that goes all the way down to the floor for if you're driving and you don't want the lights or the sound, you know, just blaring. Up here in the bunk, you do have a window on each side. A nice bunk cushion. Has the ladder with it, a little place to set your phone and stuff. Over here's the first or second slide, which would be the main slide. So this has a couch with kind of like a J shape, kind of a neat way to do it there. It just incorporates into the dinette. This is a big drawer too, a huge storage drawer here between the sofa and the dinette. The more storage, the merrier in the RV business. Then you have the booth dinette. Does not turn into a bed because your sleeping, again, is right here, here, above the cab, and then the king in the back. All of the original owner's manuals. He's even got a scale ticket. This coach weighs 39,200 pounds. Now, I'm not sure if that was full of fuel, full of water, empty on both, but, you know, so give or take 40. We typically tell people these weigh around 45, so that's honestly a little lighter than I would have guessed. 39,200 it says. So sofa here, nice table. The countertop material matches what's on the actual countertop back here, which is nice. Lots of cabinets throughout the coach. This is a light too. I think I need to replace the bulb in it. Let's see here. Yeah, so we will. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's an LED bulb. Yeah, it's flashing. We'll put a new bulb in that. I like the cup holders too. And look at them, how they're shaped for you to put like a big mug in. That's cool. Day and night shades throughout. So you pull the first one down. It's going to be the day shade, so it still lets a little light in. And then you pull this one down, which is the night shade to, you know, for complete privacy. So those are on every window in the coach. Across from here, you have a beautiful tile floor. I love this tile. I wish they would put this tile in the new ones. The polished black. I think that style's back in. Very nice size sink, double basin. The little pieces, the wood toppers, I think, are right here. Yeah. So it's like a dang cutting board. You can see how thick those are, and you know they sit in here. So those are included. They're down. I just took them off for the pictures and put them in the drawer. All very nice drawer construction, dovetailed on the end, and just all the slides and everything nice and tight. 2-burner electric cooktop, convection microwave oven. And then above here you have a stereo system. It's got DVD player, and it is surround sound. So the speakers are above you in the ceiling. It works. I had the radio jamming out in old Hammer Time when I was doing the photos here there, so we go. And then a nice pantry storage, has the pull-out drawers, so there's two smaller ones and then one that's a little bigger there. More storage at the bottom, more storage up top here, adjustable shelving in all of those. Your breaker panel is easy to access, so that little louvered vent cover there below the fridge flips down. And here you have a very nice sized fridge, and it's built by Dometic, I think, or is this Norcold? Can't remember. The label is, it's Norcold. So I've never seen a Norcold like this, but anyways, freezer on the left, fridge on the right, ice maker, water and everything in the door. So nice setup. And no, I said Norcold. It's Dometic. Sorry, Dometic fridge. It has two ACs, so one up here in the front, which is on this thermostat, and it's right there in the middle. It's all duct. Then you have one that runs like the bath in the bedroom. So there is a sliding pocket door that separates the front living area from the mid bath. You just pull this little guy out. The door goes over to here. And then when you access or come in the bathroom, you have a huge shower. Check this out. And this is kind of like a little tub shower. So you could, leave that, or you could use this as a tub and sit down, or you can use it as a shower. So it has kind of a little frosted glass on the front. Overhead skylight. Then over here to the right of the shower, you have a sink and a little overhead medicine cabinet and a mirror. And a little adjustable shelving there. Some storage down below. Oh, that's cool. I said in the beginning of the video, this thing was way ahead of its time. And I mean that in more ways than one. I've seen a lot of little trick things that I feel like whoever had this built new, and I did not meet the original owner, but I'm going to say whoever had this coach built knew someone at Renegade or had some inside pull, because there's a lot of very unique things that I've seen. I know it's small things, but for instance, the little trash can, that's cool. And I don't think I've never seen that in another build, in this age range. So double pocket doors there that separates the master bath, and they're magnetic. So that one goes there, that one goes there. It gives you just a very nice opening back to the master bedroom. It is equipped with a washer and dryer, which is the stacked. It's not the all-in-one. So washing machine on the bottom, shower on the top. And then you open this up, you got your own separate little potty room here. This is cool. So to access the back of the washer dryer, to get to the plumbing valves and the electric, they put a little door in. That's thinking ahead. If you ever have a problem trying to shut the water off to one of those, that door will come in handy. Tegma porcelain toilet, electric flush, macerator style toilet, some cabinetry overhead. Also has the 12-volt vent fan up above. Back here in the bedroom, I've talked about how roomy it is. So you got tons of room to walk around the end of the bed. And again, this is a true king size. Look how much space is between the wardrobe back here on this slide and the bed. I'm going to go with 28, 30 inches. It's a lot of room. Kind of got a little his and hers closet, cedar line with your own set of drawers. So there's 4 drawers per side. Then you have the mirrored closet. Again, all cedar lined, has the clothing rod to hang stuff. More space up there. And then over here, kind of a just a copy, a mirrored image of the other side. So 4 drawers and the cabinet with the adjustable shelf. And then you can also access this side. So the glass doors move left or right on either side. Above the bed, more storage. Again, these things are loaded with cabinets, and good grade cabinets too. You can tell, and I know that I say this a lot in almost every video, but you can take a coach. I can walk in a coach, grab a cabinet door, open and close it, and I can tell you probably 85% of what you need to know about the construction of a coach. Renegade is like a 12 out of a 10 on the quality and craftsmanship on the whole build, but the cabinets is a huge part of it. All right, actual king bed, very comfortable too. I think it's definitely an upgraded mattress from what would be standard. These are cool windows. I don't know if you've seen windows, but they're probably a solid, I'm gonna say 4 to 5 foot tall. There's one on each side of the TV. Samsung smart TVs throughout. Those have been updated. They're newer than an 07. I'm going to say they were put in maybe 14 or 15. Little nightstand area here on the bed on this side. Closet, another clothing rod. This is an emergency exit window too, so not only is it a window with a day and night shade, but there is handles that you could pull and exit in the case of an emergency. I mentioned this earlier. It's kind of nice having just, normal light switches. I'm a big tech guy. I love tech, but there's a point in life too that, simpler is sometimes better, and I think we could all agree with that. So, '07 Renegade 3600 XM, 3 slides, 73,000 miles, clear title, new steer tires. The drives are dated late 2020, so I'm going to go with they were installed in 21. 450 horse Mercedes. It does have the diesel solutions tuner, and from what I've been told, I obviously haven't put this thing on a dyno, but I can definitely tell you it's faster or more power than stock. Previous owner says it's tuned to 515 where it's currently set, which is healthy. That's a good change. That's a safe range. You don't want to get too much, then you start tearing up other parts of the drivetrain. Sleeps up to 7. That's 2 on the hide of bed, 2 in the bunk, 1 here, possibly 2 here. That thing folds out. Well, let me just give you an example. Why not talk about it? Why not just do it, huh? So easy as that, pulls out. I'm not saying it's a queen size bed, but I'm going to say it's pretty dang close. You could lay a little mattress topper or something on it and crash out for the night. All of the original manuals, 2 sets of keys included. 2,000 watt Magnum Energy inverter, 319 hours on the 12.5 own-in, heated holding tanks. Hammer time. I got it. Nah, that was lame. Hammer time. All right, that was better. ChaseCoach.com, all the photos. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button. It means a lot to us. We are rocking and rolling right now. We're selling a lot of cool stuff, and people, we get good comments on the videos and good feedback, and actually getting even a lot of other countries anymore. We've got a couple followers, so shout out to you guys. We enjoy seeing you guys from all over the world tune in, and appreciate each and every one of you. So Dylan Thompson, Chase Motorsports, Coach and Trailer Sales, ChaseCoach.com. Again, thanks for watching, and until next time, have a great rest of the day.